Hello everyone, welcome to the day 14 of Daily Bug Bounty Challenge. This is Ali and welcome to this video. Before we getting started, let's talk about something. First, about first one is about the Discord server that is so interesting and I like this one. As you can see in here, the Python code is going to work correctly and every 30 minutes, check for the new write-ups and send it in here. And in the announcement, as you can see in here, every time we're going to upload the latest video in here, we're going to notify about it that it's very cool. And I think it's good, but for those who don't like the Discord, maybe I suggest to log in into my Telegram channel. This is the username of it, and it's in here. From today, I'm going to upload the and notify you when the latest video is going to upload. But for the prevent any mass, there is no write-up notification, but maybe in the future, I'm going to do this on the group. I think it's better. So this is what I should tell you. So at the first, we talk about the Discord and the Telegram channel. Let's put the link of the Telegram channel to use it properly and more easily access. So what we have done, as you can see in the last 3 days, we have not do much. Also, today is that day, and I'm going just I'm just going to see what differences, see some outputs, and I'm going to let's tell we at the first we're going to review and then we're going to hunting but a little sorry, and then we're going to what we can do, we're going to read some interesting blog posts, and I think it's cool. So let's start with the review. The previous day, we just found another domain that is interesting, and then we again doing some recon on the new domain, specific run the X recon tool. So get back in here and start hunting, trying to check all the output of the httpx tool. Okay, let's get back in here and start. Okay, as you can see in here, the command that we run previous day on this specific domain, the subdomains of this domain, is so cool. Every single domain goes to 400 for not found. And why this happened? Let's check one of the subdomains to see what happened. And as you can see in here, we add the takeaway clause. I think if we don't add it, let's get back in here, and in the verb suite, sorry for the lags and the this shit, sorry. Let's, for the God's sake, before save, going back to the scope, and oh, we don't add it. Okay, it's cool. Add, and then going to save it to don't miss anything related to this project, and save the project. And I think it's cool to save in here. Okay, is this, please not let it doesn't matter, and save. Okay, save it, and get back in here, remove the history, get back in here. Okay, remove. Sorry. Yeah, remove, then read this request and see what happened in here again. And let's check this page. And as you can see, the HTTP request is going to send and post, user agent, accept language, accept encoding, upgrading secure request, and nothing interesting is in here. So let's wait. What happened in here? What happened if we only wait or trying to repeat the request to see the behavior and the results? Nothing happened, and we should run this command. Let's get back to the SSH server, and okay, Emacs A, and then okay, B create, then that's the takeaway. What? Sorry, SSH server is also so lazy. Everything says us today is not the day, but it doesn't matter. We're going to continue at least. What the sorry, cloud live, and takeaway HTTP one, sorry, one, and then trying to remove the thread and hit the enter. So again, is everything is not found, and we're not going to anywhere with this approach. But let's explore more approach. How? Let's get back in here and let's do something interesting. What is that? What if we're going to do some interesting job in here? How? Look at this one. Dig the takeaway plot and put in here, but just short and see what happened in here. And we should wait for it. Timeout. Sorry for this bullshit. Again, sorry for the language. Everything is going to so everything is so slow. Let's get back in here and again trying to just for God's sake doing a dig on this big. Even the server is so slow. I don't know what should I do. Let's tell you in here there is no interesting endpoint in here for now. Not that. For sorry for now. But what if we doing this job? What job? What if we going to do this flow? Okay, short and paste it and then see the result. There is nothing. What if we going to do whois on the takeaway dot plot and see what happened in here? Okay, everything is redacted and register who is I see. I can meta register. I think we going to be dead end because everything says us there is not this is not even blind to the takeaway.com. What happened right now? What we can do for now? Let's going to crt.sh to see what we can do. For God's sake, at least this should open up. Okay, trying to paste the domain and see the certificates. So this is cool. We do this automatically, but it's not always give us the best. Search on the crt.sh and wait. Okay. As you can see, there is some interesting things. Let's get back in here. I'm going to pause the video in 10 minutes part. I'm going to start again. Okay, let's see what we can find in here. Okay, as you can see, the domains are some kind of old and maybe this is not even interesting for us. So as you can see, the machine is going to do interesting. What if we going back to the recon trying to take away, I think, correct cloud. Why I'm so shiny on this domain because of the dot cloud in the theory. The cloud is so interesting and got my attention. But if there is nothing to work on it, doesn't matter. We either doing this. So let's add the first before that. Nothing working. Sorry. On the Google and Bing. Sorry. Oh, what if we remove the ampersand and see the result? Maybe some interesting is in here. And then, for God's sake, this internet speed is on my nerve. As you can see, nothing found in here. What if we do some shiny work. I read this on the WSTG. That is cool. As you can see here, we write down the cache and see what happened here. Okay, there's nothing either. We're not going to disappointed. We're going to search this on Bing also and see what happened in here. And in meanwhile, wait till the this one going to open and see what should we see in here. Then also we can get back in the extorker and see the URLs and okay. I think maybe if we find some interesting endpoint, some interesting queries, maybe we don't need to face with the not found page. Also, we can do the and see the old snapshots to see what exactly is the this domain. I think it's good for today. Doing wyaback tomorrow. I think it's cool for today. We just need to read some interesting blog posts, as you can see in our GitHub repository. That is the X write up. I choose this one to read. Let's get to the article blog post. Okay, this author all about first P1. Okay, said that last week decided to get ISCAN today because here some interesting feedback about this. Let me tell you something about the automation tools. I think it's better do it and prepare a, a low level automation tool instead of using prepare tools that maybe you don't even know how the process is working. This is my thought. Maybe you think in other way. So as soon as my private instance was sent to me, I started testing my target. Okay, and connected the Telegram. That found a GitHub token. Okay, as you can see, as an attacker, when we see this type of disclosure and this type of hints that the attackers tell us it's cool to read. Sorry, I'm going to fix it as soon as as soon as it's possible. Let's put this one, copy, get back in here, and okay. What happens if we solve? Okay, we name it the path, new path. And as you can see, this path is going to add to our word list or even not this one or even some random generation. So I'm going to add this to remember that. Okay, let's see what happened in the continuous. Secret Ninja was active. Okay, as you can see, we going to learn new thing in the first few lines. It's so cool. Okay, GitHub. And what happened with PHP and sorry, it's not what I expected. Okay, new API, GitHub user. It's cool. Let's add this one to our fonts in here. For check a found token is active or not. We can use this one and get back in here. At first, hesitate token was license. Maybe it wasn't serious. Okay, trying to uh, repo. Okay, after the attacker found the GitHub token of that repo of that program, think with own self, what can I do with this token? At the first, trying to call to the repos and even trying to open ChatGPT and ask for advice. As you can see, it's okay to help from the AI, but don't depend on it. For God's sake, get attention on it. So the ChatGPT suggests I check permission attached to the token. Permission blow my mind. Admin. Okay. Attacker said that there is a lot of permission. He said that, or she, at this point, I could have reported it immediately, but I wanted to achieve maximum impact safely. I knew some program downgrade reports if you don't show real exploitation. So the attacker trying to privilege escalation. How? Get API, GitHub, user, repo, visibility, private. And then it listed to private repository. Then try to clone it. It asks for the username and password. So trying to back to the GitHub, found the username of the person who committed the file, then use the username and the token for authentication. And then successfully clone a private repo. At this point, it was access granted. Okay. As you can see, this program was private. Okay. Even this kind of access to the private repo, uh, they they closed as non-reproducible because of this message. This commit does not belong to any branch of this repository and may belong to a fork as of the repository. Then the attacker start made a request, a response to the direct me to the submit their VDP program instead. Submitted to the VDP with a short time. It was triage P1 and accepted. There is no bug, but it's P1. As you can see, and what we learn in here, it's not just always be trying to some excesses, trying to some idle. Let's see the programs, let's behavior with the target like a real hacker and have that kind of personality to check all the things, even the things that either not have that value for attention of it. But if you even don't have any access to any automation tools, you can doing this approach and find these endpoints via the Google dorking, via the exploring for hours on the GitHub repos of the um, how can I say you of the if they have a GitHub repo and trying to do the best for any situation that you are in it. So this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to upload this immediately, and if you have any question, if you want to join the Discord server, if you have any thought, you can you can write down in the comments. If you want to talk with me, if you want to ask me questions, you can access me via the Discord server or Telegram account or anywhere you can reach me, even email. So until tomorrow, goodbye.